You got that on camera?
No.
Okay. Just cut it out.
So Graham Blank's finishing fifth in the 1500 meter here, mixing it up a bit. How did it feel to get the legs move a little faster?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I felt better than I expected. Honestly, it's probably, like I was saying over there, like I'd prefer to have a couple months of training before racing. But if anything, I think it kind of worked because you get pretty fatigued after a month or two of training. Right now, I've just kind of really started working out and felt pretty fresh and had a little bit at the end. Maybe wish I was a little more aggressive, but I'm really focused on the really big goals this year, which is outdoors, because I've come in historically I've done really well going into November and December, went a little too hard, and then mess things up for later in outdoors. So I'm really trying to focus on being ready for those big moments.
What's it been like so far? Obviously you're still going to school, but have there been any changes in your life, or is it kind of all business as usual for you besides the racing?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of my training and my racing, like I get to pick my schedule now, which is really cool. I can collaborate with my coach and my agent, see what we can do. And then there's like the little things that you don't really think about. Is I've got new financial responsibilities. Like I don't just get free treatment anymore, free travel. I don't really get that anymore. So those are things I have to kind of think about now. But other than that, like really nothing's changed except the kit. I literally can run. It's 10 minutes from Harvard jog from our tracks. So this is a great introduction to like professional running. I even stayed in the athlete hotel last night just to like kind of get a feel for things, what it'll be like, even though like I could have stayed in my dorm.
How do you feel? Like, do you feel like it's almost bittersweet, when you're going to be leaving Harvard, but also in the sense that like now you'll have more time turning pro and really put all your energy into that?
I mean, definitely, it's at the point of my career right now. It's definitely more meaningful for me to to compete for a team. Like it makes it easier to run hard when you're running for your guys. I think that'll change once I'm at the level I want to be, where I'm really competing for medals for my country. But right now it's kind of that funny little coming of age period where I got to kind of get to that next level, and hopefully over the next 3 years I can really level up before the next Olympics. But I'm coming forward every World Championships outdoors, maybe indoors. But
when you talk about the Olympics, what steps need to be taken to get that conversation to be Olympic medalist?
Yeah, I think all of the above. I mean, I think people would say my strength is my strength, just like aerobics, distance stuff. I need to work on my kick. It's part of the reason why I wanted to run here today. And so that's something I want to work on. And I usually get around this time I get pretty fatigued, pretty beat up. I'm a fragile boy when it comes to running on the snow, running on the ice, and running on banked tracks. So I want to stay healthy so I can work on that speed work stuff and like really rip with the mid-D guys on our team and just kind of get a feel for it. Although I think the strength is the hard part to get. That's something you have to train for over months. I think sharpening up is something my coach and I will work on like when it really matters. But throughout the whole course of the season, I want to be hitting 200s hard, 400s hard. Like I want to run stuff that makes me proud.
Speaking of making you proud, right? A lot of the pro guys have already said that they want to run World Cross Country Championships next year in Tallahassee. Is that something you're considering?
Absolutely. I mean, look, like I want to be the best track runner I can be. Maybe one day I'll run on the roads as well, and like I want to maximize my potential and all of that. But cross country is like that's my shit. So like I'm gonna be back for that. I really want to do well there, and I hope we build a team that makes the country proud, and hopefully I make it. I mean, like it's still gonna be hard to make that team. 7 guys out of the whole country. I would love to be the number one on that team, but that's also going to take a lot of steps to get to that level. But I've got about a year.
2028 is really far away, but what do you want to accomplish at the LA Olympics?
I mean, I'll be 25, 26 years old. That's really like I think people say that's around the time when you peak, 26. So I don't want to put a roof on anything. I would love to win a gold medal. I'd love to win any medal, and I'd love to just beat my past self. I want to do better than I did at the last Olympics. But 4 years, it's a lot of time, but it's not. But hopefully I can take those steps to be in those medal spots and you know, right now I'm a ways away, but I do believe I can get there, and I'm going to do everything I can.
I mean, you weren't that far. I mean, Olympics considered
Yeah.
you weren't that far away this year. When you consider it's your first Olympics, you're still in
Yes.
college. How do you put the pieces together?
Yeah.
It's a long way away, but how does Grant become the best Grant, or Graham become the best Graham he can be? I was thinking about Grant.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, like, you know, it seems like I'm not that far away when you'll watch on TV, but it's a different feeling when like you're actually like on the track. You watch Jakob pull away, you watch the Ethiopians run away, and that's kind of when you realize like there's levels to it. And like now that I've been there, like I do understand like not necessarily like what it takes, but like how does it feel like when those moves are made, and like how good these guys actually are. Like when you're on the track with them, you're in the call room with them. So what it takes, I think, is just experience, which thankfully I've been grateful enough to have a lot of that, and then consistency, which is something I've struggled with a lot. Like I've been open with that just during this interview. Like it's something I need to be able to do over the next like couple of years, is just have consistent training, like nail down the stuff I need to, speed work, strength. I need to get in the gym. I need to stretch. Like I'm not good at that stuff. And yeah, and like being a professional athlete, I think now that it's my job, there's a little more pressure to do that. Hopefully I won't be just hopping right in the shower after a run. Actually like getting down on the floor, doing some stretches and stuff.
And Graham, you chose New Balance, obviously. You're from Boston, you have the connection. You know, this program and this community is able to push you further with the teammates you have.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm happy that New Balance is headquartered in Boston. Like, I mean, like I love Boston. There's an amazing running community here, and you know, I have my school, like my teammates, my coaches here, and you know, and I like all the people at New Balance as well. And like New Balance kind of gives me the freedom to do what I want, which is a little scary. Like as a rookie, I mean, you should have seen me scrambling around before this race. Like even though like I'm 10 minutes away from my school, like not much has changed. Like it's still a different world. And so now I'm trying to take advantage of that freedom that New Balance gave me. Like really try to set up something that works for me, for my training, and definitely look forward to coming back here as much as I can and working with the people here, working with the people in Boston.